In today's video, I'm going to be trying TikTok Shop Affiliate for 7 days as a complete beginner to see if it's still worth it in 2025. I'm going to be showing you guys the exact product, the page, and exactly what I do to make money. So if you guys have been thinking about getting this into the summer, then let's go ahead and put that to the test. Also, for quick reference, this is going to be a recap of the 7 days because I just completed the challenge yesterday. All right, so for day one, I assume most people don't already start off with an account, so we're going to be going ahead and just simply getting one. Now, there are two different ways that you can go about getting this. There are accounts that have 1,000 followers, 5,000, even 10,000, which are on the safer side, but we're going to be starting with 5K. Now, there are a lot of sketchy markets around, so the best place that I went ahead and personally got it from was monetizecreator.com. And for the past months, I've been partnered with them, and I truly love their service because they deliver each and every single account within 48 hours, and of course, they have good, reliable stuff. No more getting your account stolen, no more hacks, no more anything. Your account is completely safe. As soon as you get the account, you literally have 15 days of coverage. So if you do anything that is simply out of your reach, such as the account getting banned, they will replace it for you. Now, of course, if you post something stupid that is completely your fault, then of course, they won't help you with that. But the account market is very, very expensive, and I don't want you guys paying that full price. So if you guys go ahead and use the coupon code Alex, you will get 10% off your order just for this limited time only. With that being said, let's get inside of our account and start making money. Okay, so here's what our account looks like. I literally just put in my name, and really you can put it anything. But what I do suggest to you guys, if you do get an account or you're just starting off with anything in the TikTok shop space, do not do this on day one. Like, don't change your username, don't delete videos, just don't delete videos in general. Don't really do anything. All you have to do is simply log into the account, remove all the devices that are currently logged into it, and start like warming up by liking and following other pages. So essentially that's what I did. I didn't really do anything. This page actually had a lot of content previously posted on it. Obviously, eventually I privated it, but of course you guys understand the point, because if you start posting right away on TikTok, they're going to go ahead and flag you as a bot because it's coming from somewhere else in this world. So I gave it around 2 days to go ahead and start getting warmed up. I followed some pages. As you guys can see, I follow around 460, and now my For You page is filled with good content that I actually want to watch. But after some time, I did start posting some videos. So around on day 1 or 2, like I said, I was just posting some placeholder videos just to make sure the account wasn't shadow banned. And then from there, I actually started posting real videos. Now, I'm not surprised. The videos actually did better than expected. I thought I would get like 100 views each because they are shop videos, but I did get around 600, 900, 800. I did make a couple sales off these videos actually. But of course, nothing was crazy enough to the point where I was making really any money. Just as soon as I thought this challenge was a bust, I was scrolling on my For You page, and I specifically hit the TikTok lives. I started to find videos of people literally just streaming over and over and over with products. Now it's funny, it's typical. After like 1 to 2 days, I was already like, I'm going to give up on this because I'm not making crazy Lamborghini money. But I thought to myself, really anything in life you have to be consistent with. So I started to look for other ways and other videos that people can make a lot more money than what I was currently doing. Keep in mind, I made only $5 and I spent like 2 or 3 hours making that content. So that's what my issue was. But eventually I got so bored to the point where I was just originally scrolling all over TikTok, and then I started to see live streams. I click on live streams. There are people streaming, obviously. That's not really my cup of tea. But as soon as I start scrolling, I start seeing people promoting products. And I thought to myself, that's pretty normal. That's basic. Everybody's doing it. Then I started to really see how many viewers people were getting. 455 viewers in one stream. That's kind of absurd. And then obviously down here, you can see how many people are viewing the product in the exact moment. And of course, I started to see that every now and then, whenever somebody would purchase it, the guy on the stream would announce it. And I kid you not, every like minute or so, they would say, congratulations on your order. I started doing the math, and honestly, it literally looked like this guy was making like 10, 20, even 30 sales an hour. Now, if you go over, you can see exactly how much commission they're making. It's around 240, and for some people, they're making even more since they work directly with the brand. So let's just say that this guy's making like $4 a sale. If he's making like 10 or 20 sales an hour, that's 40 to 80 bucks per hour. And for me personally, I didn't want to rely on videos trying to go viral and all that stuff, because of course, not only will you go viral, you'll hit it big, but then the videos and views will drop down. So I just thought to myself, let's try live streaming. Now, of course, I knew streaming wasn't going to be easy, and of course, it was probably product selection by far. So I started scrolling, I started looking, and I finally found something that actually caught my eye. You guys might have even seen this yourself, but these are beef tallow live streams where people literally show off their horrible skin, whether that be acne, hyperpigmentation, whatever, and then they're just showcasing this little tallow that supposedly clears everything. Now, whenever I saw it, I was like, this is a scam, but once I clicked on it, I saw that this listing, this little tiny listing, it looks like it's made in somebody's, garage, or just some little crappy product photos. I scrolled down just to find out that this product literally has over 200,000 sold. I come to realize that this is the #1 most bought product on TikTok Shop for the skincare industry. Now, of course, that sounds super saturated. Nobody would buy it. Everybody's seeing it, which at the time it wasn't saturated. So I decided to buy myself a product. So I was looking through my camera roll. I was trying to find a screenshot of whenever I first started streaming with the beef tallow. But my first day was actually kind of surprising. So right here, obviously, this is just a screenshot to show you guys that I actually did go live. You can see my name up here. But the coolest thing is this actually worked. I had 166 people viewing my stream, constantly people viewing the product, and a lot of people buying it. Now, unfortunately, on the TikTok Shop app, you can't see day by day commissions, but I actually found it on computer on the streamer desktop. And as you guys can see, on May 1st, I made my first ever sale of $20 and I made $6 in commission. Now, I thought it was awesome. I was streaming for around 2 hours, so of course it didn't make up for it, but I really was surprised that I can actually make money sitting on my computer instead of having to get up and do all these crazy skits. So like I said, I ended off day one with around $6, but I wanted to learn more. On day two, I did exactly what I told myself I was going to do. I was going to wake up, find a stream that was doing well with the same product, copy the script, copy the background, and it actually worked. So as you guys can see, this is on May 2nd. Within our first, I believe 1.5 hour I went live, or probably 2 hours, I made $27 in commission and $92 in sales. Now this is absurd. I was like, this is it. This is the easiest way for anybody to sit at their computer, sit at their home, make $10, $20, or even $30 an hour. Now what I realized is that whenever people are jumping onto your live streams, they're scrolling on your For You page. So of course they need a reason to buy from you or even stop on the stream. What I learned from a couple other people is that it's around 50% of the sale that you're selling and around 50% of the product. So if I'm selling you guys this beef tallow, you can get this anywhere on TikTok, you can get it on Amazon, you can get it on their website, you can really get it anywhere. So the only reason somebody would sit there and impulse purchase this is because it's on a sale. Now I'll get later into how you can do those live exclusive sales, but pretty much I have to be selling this on top of educating people on how it actually helps them. Okay, so here's the data for May 2nd. The stream was only 53 minutes long, not even an hour. And as you guys can see, I found this really cool graph where you can literally see exactly how many viewers I had at that exact time. And the green line is pretty much exactly when I got that sale. So within the span of an hour, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 sales at around $6 commission. So I pretty much made $24 in a single hour. And as you guys can see on the right hand as well, this is pretty much me sitting on my desk working while also having an ugly picture of me showing off the beef tallow. Now, an interesting thing that I did find was that eventually viewers and sales started going down. So you guys can see there's a big trend all the way from 14 viewers, pretty much dipped down to 5. I did a little bit more digging, and obviously it's because I stopped talking. It's because I stopped promoting the product and I just kind of got lazy. So essentially TikTok Shop is a really good way to make money if you're willing to actually sit there and put in the work. So on that note, from May 1st to 2nd, we were looking really good. We made $112 in sales, and of course we made a good amount of profit and commission. But of course I decided to mess it up. So all the way from May 3rd, the following day, all the way to the 5th in our challenge, I literally went live once for 1 hour and made $6 in commission again. It's not even because I was demotivated, not even because I just didn't want to do it. I just did not feel like it. Now, sometimes you have to do stuff that you don't feel like doing, and that's obviously a direct correlation towards your success. So all this money that I ended up making was because I actually sat there. I didn't do anything for 2 days straight. That's the reason why I made only $6 in commission. Now, of course, you'll have the typical thoughts of blaming yourself, blaming the universe, blaming even the TikTok algorithm. But this is when I started joining communities, asking questions, and just kind of figuring out what I should do for my next couple streams in order to actually make money. I come to realize that people were making way more than me. The people that were streaming longer, having a more valuable product, having a better setup, better script, better voice, people were making upwards of $200 profit per hour. Now, thankfully, on day 6, I was able to actually recoup myself, find out exactly what I should be doing, and just getting straight to work. Right before I went live, one of the cool people from those Discord servers actually reached out to me saying, I know your YouTube channel, let me help you out. So supposedly on TikTok, there are these agencies where they're giving literally affiliates all these different benefits, such as higher commission, ad spend, and whatever else it is. Now, of course, not the $6 commission on the $20 product was already good. It was all like 30%, I think. This guy had an even better affiliate link. I was able to make $9.50 per sale on the $20, and he also showed me how to do those live flash sales that you guys always see. So not only was I able to get the product down from $20 to $18, but I was also making my commission $6 to $9. So pretty much I had a 50% commission right there, and on top of that, it was a sale, so many more people wanted the product because they were actually getting a discount. So I took the knowledge that he gave me, I took that affiliate link, and I went straight to work. And within only around an hour and a half of streaming, I was able to make $36.80 in commission. Now you guys might be wondering, why don't I stream longer? Personally, I just speak a lot, and obviously my voice gets really tired. So if you guys are able to speak for a lot more longer, or take breaks and come back, or something like that, you can probably actually turn this into a full-time job. I was just doing it as an experiment. I thought that was nuts, and I thought that was literally the end of whatever it was, and it wasn't going to last that long. So again, I adapted that exact same mindset, which pretty much is exactly what every business involves, your mind. I literally took that and said, I'm not going to make any more money, even though I just did. Again, I went from $30 down to $0. And as soon as I was about to throw in the towel, give this all up, I told myself one last chance. Now, for me personally, I struggle so much with staying consistent, doing something. Even if I get results, for some reason, I just don't stay consistent in doing something because I don't have those huge numbers yet. You see all the people with the Lambos, you see all the people with the penthouses, but you never actually wonder what work actually goes into it. Now, of course, there's a lot of work that goes into really anything. These people all probably started making a very small amount of money, they stayed consistent, and it went big. But the main thing is that for me, I actually start seeing some results, which I got lucky to see results, but for some reason, I just can't keep going and thinking even bigger. So you guys are gonna laugh at me, but I literally said to myself in the mirror as a joke that day, I will make $100 profit in only a couple hours of live streaming. And on my final day, we did it by simply crushing it from 7th to 8th. We literally did $91.56 in only like 2 hours. So May 7th, from the day that we quit to May 8th, $91.56 in commission. Now you guys are probably sitting there thinking like, oh, you went live for like 10 hours, so only made a couple dollars. I actually found the exact stream that I went live with. If you guys can over here and see, let's go ahead and put this to May 7th through 8th. So this exact stream, the one that I made all that money from, this stream was only 2 hours and 30 minutes long. So if we tap right here, 2 hours, 30 minutes, and all the green lines are the sales. So there's one sale here, one sale here, one sale here, one sale here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I made 2 sales in the span of 2 hours and 30 minutes. And if you guys do the math, 8 sales times the $9.50 I was being paid, I got a total commission of $76 within only 2 hours. So 2.5. That is around $30 an hour live streaming, shirtless, by the way, on TikTok Shop. Now, of course, I did have another stream after that, which did add up to that $90 total mark. But that being said, guys, this stuff is lucrative. Now, of course, I could have kept going. I could have kept trying new products. I could have kept simply giving up on myself, but I finally decided to just put everything aside and just believe in myself. Now, of course, I don't want to turn this into a motivational channel, but I honestly feel like I have to at some point for myself and other people out there, because everybody thinks that this online money stuff is a scam. But you guys actually saw me as a complete beginner just picking up my phone, talking about some silly beef tallow product. I actually made money. Now, of course, it's not life changing, but I find this to probably be one of the coolest challenges that I've ever tried. And I actually got something to show you guys. So I was actually finishing college, and within the span of this challenge being over, I told myself, was that just a fad, or can I keep on making money? So pretty much, I haven't really been doing way too many lives, like 3-4 hours like most people do to make a lot more. For me, it was just kind of like a side gig, but for me, it still actually stayed consistent. So if you go over to the 8th, whenever the challenge ended, we go all the way to the, I'd say like 20th, because that's the last time I streamed. So right here, we've made a total of $200 in that time frame after the video did end. And you guys can see, I pretty much took a big break right here, but the second I started going live again, we had $114 in sales, 14, 113. So pretty much the days that I actually started staying consistent, that's whenever I started making money. If we go over to commission, you guys can see $50, $28, $30. So around $30 a day going live 1 or 2 hours. It's pretty simple and pays some bills eventually. So that was my 1 week experience on TikTok. I'm now starting to incorporate videos and live streams into my account, and we're actually starting to see some success and building that passive income. But I couldn't have done it without monetized creators' TikTok accounts. So again, guys, if you want to go and get one while I still have them in stock, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description down below. Again, if you use code Alex, you will get 10% off your order. Hey guys, I'm just a beginner, by the way. I've probably made only a couple $1,000s doing this method, and I'm going to keep on doing this until I actually start making 5 figures a month. But again, if you guys want training from somebody that's actually doing it, my close friend Drew Laurie literally put together a free training for you guys. So again, I'm going to be leaving that in the description down below as well. Go ahead and sign up while you still can, because he's going to be showing you the real sauce. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace.